Hey guys, welcome back to the Blade Bloodhound. Today we're going to talk about a tiny, well I shouldn't say tiny, but a very small queen mother of pearl pocket knife. This is one I picked up years and years ago, and I remember it like it was yesterday. Has kind of a funny story to it. I'll tell you when we get over to the table, the story on it. But it is a model number 6. I have never seen one of these ever, except for this one. And I mean, they're out there. I mean, you can find them and buy them, I'm sure, online or something. But this one, the Tang stamp was made from 1973 to 75, I think is when they used this Tang stamp. And we'll zoom in on it and I'll show you what it looks like. It's kind of a unique Tang stamp. This knife is very small. It's probably 2.5 inches closed, but it's a cool pen knife. It's kind of a, I don't know, carry to church knife, show off or whatever, vest pocket. I don't think people wear vests to church anymore, but if they did, they could put it in there. But it's a cool knife. The mother of pearl is always a pretty knife. I have a little section of mother of pearl knives, and when I was upstairs looking, I saw a little case I put a lot of my small knives in, and this one was in it. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna do this one. This is something unique, new. It's got a cool story, and we'll see what you guys think about it. So anyway, let's go to the table. We're gonna check it out, and y'all let me know. All right, we are back. So let's check out this mother of pearl first. I'm gonna zoom in this way. Maybe that light will hit it just right, and we can see all these crazy colors popping. I don't know if you can, there's a good side there. Got some good luster to it. But a very pretty knife. And this one, I was at the flea market one day, and this is when I was going around picking up knives a lot. And back then I was selling a lot of knives. I was keeping a lot of knives. It just depended on which one it was, and if it was something I really enjoyed and loved. Looks like I need to clean it some though. A little dirty there. But anyway, it's a cool knife. So I looked up the Tang stamp earlier. Go zoom out some here. And I noticed the Tang stamp was kind of funny, but the crazy story I was going to tell you about this knife, which will probably take me a minute to get it open because, like I told you, I don't have any fingernails, and it's got a deep pull here. But anyway, I'll tell you about it a little bit. That was the harder blade to open. I'll do the next one in a minute. Well, we'll just open both of them while we got it, and I'll start telling my story. So this particular knife, it's only 2.5 inches long. But I remember I was at the flea market and I picked it up. And I don't know if this has happened to y'all, but back when I was going a lot then, there was a couple of guys that were knife people. So what we would do is we'd go out there and we'd try to beat each other to the knives. And, you know, people would go and they'd be looking to see what I was looking at. I'd be looking to see what they found, and all kinds of good stuff like that. Excuse me. But I remember picking this knife up, and I was looking at it, and I was just kind of sideways looking to this other guy that was watching me, and he could tell I'd picked up something, and he was excited, and he was waiting. He was watching me. He was waiting for me to set it down is what it was, because that is one of the rules in the flea market. Once you set it down, somebody else can pick it up. It's theirs. So he was hoping, like everything, that I was going to lay this boy down. So I could see it. And when I noticed him doing that, it made me hold it longer. I don't know why, but it did. So anyway, I held on to it. He kept watching me. The guy told me $15, and I said, I'll think about it. And I just kept holding it. So it was kind of fun. It was kind of I guess a mean game, yet fun game. But I went ahead and waited a little bit, looked at some other knives, kept this one in my hand, and then I went ahead and paid him. When I paid him, the buddy that was watching, or the guy, he wasn't really a buddy, just a guy, acquaintance, I guess. He was like, man, I was hoping you were gonna lay that down. I was wanting it, but he came home with me. So this one here is a Queen Steel number 6, made in the USA. And a very, very cool knife. It's a small blade. It's an equal ends knife. Let me zoom out again. I keep zooming in and out, and make y'all dizzy here. But it's an equal ends. You notice both ends look the same. But a cool little pen knife. Let's go back to zooming in here. So when I was getting this knife out, my eyesight is not as what it used to be. So I was like, well, darn, something's on that knife. I got to clean it. So I was over there cleaning on this, and then I finally zoomed in and noticed that, if I can get it zoomed here, see how it has a Q and then it says Queen under it? So I was trying to clean off that Queen and didn't realize that what I was doing here. I'm trying to get a good angle for you. It says Queen, has a line under it. That particular tang stamp was used 73 to 75 based on my research. And it's a unique stamping. I've never noticed one doing that. So of course I just saw the Q and I thought, oh, okay, it's a side Q, and I'm over here cleaning. And then I zoomed in and noticed that I was cleaning for no reason, because that wasn't going to come off. It's stamped. But a cool knife, Queen Steel number 6, made in the USA, like we said earlier. On this side, there is nothing there. Looks like there's no swedge. There's not, it's just an old pen blade. Good snap. Here's an even smaller pen blade. It's got the old half moon pulls on it. Let's see if anything's on there, if that's just me. A glare I'm doing. It's just a glare, I guess. Needs a little cleaning. But it's been sitting up in a case for a while now. But a cool knife, very, very small. It was funny though, I remember getting it, and it's kind of a rude thing, I guess, but yeah, 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches closed. But I don't know, for some reason when that guy was looking at it and watching me look at it, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna buy it no matter what. But it's just fun. It's fun to have those friends or people at the flea market that you know that, you know, when you see them, they would come up to you and say, check out what I found earlier, you know, and they would try to make you think you done missed out on the deal. And this time I got it before he did. But a cool knife. I don't know if it's real practical. It's just a small knife. I liked it because it was a Queen. You know, most people, there's a lot of Queen collectors out there. I also loved that it was mother of pearl. I knew that luster was real pretty. This side, the luster is not as, I mean, it's there, but it's not as pronounced as, well, I guess that light hits it just right. Yeah, but this side's got the real, you can see all those colors popping. This side you can when you get the light hitting it just right. But a good knife. I thought for $15, I mean, that was years ago. And back then, I don't know what year it was, but I'm guessing probably, I don't know, in the 90s, like 91, 92, around in there or something. And I was young. I was just up there playing around, buying knives and having a good time with it. But I guess all those guys, well, I'm sure that every guy that I used to go up there and chase knives with have passed away. One of the ones I used to buy a bunch from, I know he did. But they were old then. I was young, and I liked how that etching stayed on there. A lot of the older knives, these Queens, people will list them and say, you know, unknown knife, and it's just because at one time they just did that, etching on the blade, and sometimes it would wear off and they wouldn't see it, and you know, they didn't see the Q, so there was no Q on there, and you could get a deal on them. But a cool knife, very neat. I don't know if y'all collect small pocket knives or Queens, but I guess if you're watching the video, you saw Queen in the description and wanted to check it out. But a cool knife. Need to clean those liners there. Look how brass will just get a color to it if you don't clean them good. I need to get some Never Dull or something and get that tarnish off. But a unique knife. I don't know what these run. But back in 91, 92, I mean, you know, if I was paying $15 for a knife, I mean, I was paying what I thought was a lot. It's probably why I thought about it so long before I bought it. Nowadays, I'd buy a handful of these for that price. But a neat knife. So if you don't go to the flea market and there's one in your area, you should go. I mean, I'm amazed at the knives I've picked up over the years, just, you know, playing around, and, you know, they'll have a cigar box there with a bunch of stuff in it for sale, and you can get great deals. I guess knife people is a dying breed. Now everybody wants tactical knives. Nobody cares about the old slip joints. There was a video recently I watched. It was really funny. It was a guy picking on some knife channels, and he was talking about people that do slip joints, and he was like, all right, Pawpaw, you know, nobody cares about that slip joint stuff, but I do. I've always been a slip joint fan. And I like tactical too, and I'll be doing some videos on some of those as well. Well, guys, I hope you liked the video. Hope you liked the knife. You can always email me at belayedbloodhound@gmail.com. If you have any comments, you can leave them in the comment section. I don't delete comments. I haven't had anyone put anything rude up yet, but I usually don't delete anything, and I comment on everything. So if you send me a comment and say, hey, I think that knife stinks, then I'll comment and say, okay, thanks for watching. But I do comment on all comments. So if you have a question ever, or if you just want to ask me something, you know, put it in there. I'll reply to you. Anyway, guys, y'all have a great day, and until next time.